This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
I thought perhaps the end of days was upon us, but it turned out it was just a disoriented old lady in a champagne-colored Toyota Avalon, crashing into my world like DNB circa 1996.
Oh my goodness, hello! So it looks like my system might be working for the moment. It turns out the problem that has been preventing me from live streaming and that caused all those problems last time is this Chinese-made device.
I was curious as to your commercial that you have on TV. I think it's saying the world isn't flat. I totally took offense to that.
I haven't changed. I'm still a flat.
There is no hope for us, and I'm sorry. I've never been one to give that type of a message or try to spread that. Maybe I'll get over it, guys. But I just went through.
Let's just check this. Can you hear me, Frosty?
I can.
Okay, on with the intro.
Torment and hell, and it's giving me nightmares. There's no one to help us. Everyone's covering it up, and I just can't take it anymore, guys. I cannot take the other shows anymore.
David 136, let's go get some of my vehicle.
There she is.
Come here now!
Get on the ground. Now he did got on a stolen vehicle for sure. Alright, stand up.
What the fuck?
Anybody got a cage? She's wiry.
Apparently so.
His car is right there. You just stole a police car.
I'm going to jail.
You stole a police car in front of 3 police officers. I've seen some stupid stuff, but my gosh. And you hit a car with it?
I was going to jail. Something that I did not do.
You just stole a police car.
Now I'm going to jail for something I did.
Well, there we go.
I do take accountability for my actions.
Did you steal a police car?
You know what?
Did you?
Give me an attorney.
Answer the question.
Give me an attorney. How about
We saw you do it.
No, you didn't see me do it.
I did.
He did.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Theory of a Blind Man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, I got Frosty with me too. Mr. Frosty, how you doing?
Doing all right, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing
Living
good.
the lockdown dream.
I know, right? I love your title and your stream. I can't wait for that to happen.
I will figure that out eventually.
We're going to have also Maddie join us a little bit later, as well as Walter from NYC. So we'll get another perspective of this whole stuff going down. So, yeah, we got some interesting times going on. What you got
Interesting's a way to put it.
Yeah. Oh, the good thing is, I went to a couple stores yesterday and we were fully stocked on everything, even toilet paper.
It's funny that's the thing, like row after row after row of shelves are empty, right? Right next to it. What are you too good to wipe your ass with Bounty? It's the
Yeah.
But everybody needs a Charmin.
Whoa.
You got to squeeze a Charmin.
Yeah, right.
It's ridiculous. Everybody it's now. Some of us are sitting here like, yeah, I don't know what y'all have been doing, but like, you know, some of us have kind of been getting ready for this whole thing to go tits up in a big way for a while now.
Yeah.
You know, like fuck toilet paper, man. Buy ammo, cause
Right.
shit's about to get real. I don't even know what is Walter on right now.
Nope. Just us.
I don't even know. You can't even own a squirt gun in New York, so I don't know what he's gonna do.
Oh, I know, right?
So it's begun. It's I don't know. What do you think? What's your take on all this? Like, is this the event? Basically, is my question. Like, is this the big one, or?
I don't even know. I don't think it's the big one, but it definitely goes on the doomsday spread for sure.
It's got that stench of something kind of manufactured. I don't know. I don't even know really.
You think so? You think it's manufactured?
Well, okay, put it this way. Yes. Like, I think that this, now, it may not have been released on purpose, but I'm just, the more I hear about these, like, wet markets, the less I kind of trust what I'm hearing. Like, it just doesn't, it seems like if this was something that somebody could catch from a bat, it probably would have happened a long time ago, kind of thing, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, if eating bats is enough of a thing over there that, you know, they've got a whole restaurant for it. I don't know. It just, I don't know. It insists upon itself. How's that? This whole story insists upon itself to me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying definitely it is. That's one thing. Like, everybody I know in the tinfoilosphere, they're also fucking sure that they know what's going on. Like, you don't have a fucking clue. Stop it. You know what I mean? You said this is definitely a Chinese bioweapon and fucking, you know, like what are you, Alex Jones, with some secret information on the side? Nobody else knows about it but you. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stop. You know? It's definitely weird. The whole, you know.
Well, what about the doctor that originally, quote unquote, blew the whistle on the whole thing and then ended up dying or whatever?
Yeah, I think the most likely scenario in my mind is this is something they were fucking with. Right? And then they had like an incident like in the stand where containment got breached, so this thing got out one way or another. I know that the Chinese government has been lying about this for a bit. You're going to tell me, and ours continue to lie about it. Have no deaths over there? Is that really the deal?
Yep.
They haven't had a death over there in a month from this. Oh, hey.
What?
So Matt will be on in 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
And I got to see a man about a horse. So
see a man about a horse.
Excuse me for 1 minute.
Yep. I will go.
Thank you, sir.
Comment. See what you guys
I
have
can
to
dig
say
it.
in the comments. There we go. Got some here. What up, Beyonce? How you doing? Hey, Beyonce. I found out the truth about someone that you put a video out on. Just saying. Connie, how you doing, Connie? Watching from Facebook. Thanks for coming in. Natasha. I'm tired of people make me join streams I don't really want to join. Hey, I didn't ask you or force you to join anything. I think you're here of your own free will. So thank you. I appreciate you stopping in. Earth Magic. Hello, Earth Magic. How are you? Green heart, green heart, green heart, green heart, green heart, green heart. That's Connie for you. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, again, we're gonna be talking about. Let me know what you guys, your comments are on this whole blind and social distancing thing. How do you think that could be handled? Let's see what this is. Be right with you. Yep, that is very true.
Fucking knee, dude.
Almost gave out.
Yes, it did.
Oh, shit.
Hang on. No problem. I'm actually doing a live podcast right now, so yeah. All right.
That's weird, Walter. Walter said, hold on a second. I got to write Walter because he's having an issue too.
Oh no.
It is odd. I don't really. It says it can't load. And
That's a problem.
Like, Joe, don't you know I'm live right now?
No, nothing. Technical difficulties.
Decline that because I can't talk on the phone right now.
Nope.
So what's new, Frosty? What are you doing? What's going on over there? What's going on? Who are you talking to?
What's going on over? Nothing, man. I'm trying to do a little business. Hang on.
All right.
All right. This is. I know it's weight. I know it's.
Let's go here.
Oh yeah, we're good. Smells good too. Well, if you get any seeds, save them. Here. Open that. Hold it like that way. All right. Sorry, dude. So we got like a tent city going on over here at my place.
That's what you were saying earlier. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, man. It's like, it looks like a fucking, looks like a Walmart turned FEMA camp in my backyard. Got my boy living in a trailer. I feel like he's finally a real redneck. Hang on 1 second. I don't know, you get the gram side. So I got, here. See if that does it.
Went live.
That ought to put me.
Let me know what you're talking about beyond site. I'm kind of curious about people forcing you into streams. Do you mean like going live or what? What's going on?
Maybe.
Going up the bag, it's fine with me.
Well, I ain't trying to screw myself
I know,
here.
I'm fucking.
Pretty dense too.
Yeah, it is.
Like
So
it's
that's probably good.
all right. That is
Perfect.
half and half
All right.
on the nose.
Let me know what you're doing with.
I'll be done work at like 11, dude. So, all right. Well, you can still come and chill. All right, love you too, bud. I sent my son out the door.
Ah. Who's calling now?
Is somebody calling? Is it a gentleman caller?
It's Joe. Hold on a second.
All right. Who's Joe? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a call from Joe. I don't know who that is, but it seems important enough for Whistler to abandon the stream and leave all of you sitting here talking to me. And I can't read your chats. I still have to continue working through the apocalypse because I am a busy dude. I don't really have anything important, but they will pay me overtime. Therefore, I will work. Because I like... No, it's not an invalid... Oh, my God. What? What do you want? Oh, you want that extra number. The one that belongs there. I got you. Sorry, I'm inputting information here. And they want me to do it correctly for some reason. Go figure. Yes, I missed the 2. Here. That make you happy? Alright, well, that worked. We're off to the races. Alright, so Maddie said 6 minutes ago that he'll be here in 5 minutes. I don't know where he's at. Let's see if he's in the backstage. Oh, I can't even see the backstage.
Someone just popped in the backstage, so let me check.
Oh, it's probably Maddie.
Yeah, maybe. Let me see. Oh, shoot, I'm in the comments, too. I gotta way back up. Yep, here's Maddie.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, man.
What's going on, Frosting?
What's happening, dude?
Where's your
How are you?
audio only?
What do I want?
Audio only tonight?
Yeah, I gotta work.
You gotta work.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, well, you know, I'm remote
So am I.
to my desktop, and I can't have proprietary information.
No, you can't.
Are you
That
H?
there's proprietary information confidential.
Gotcha.
We don't fuck around. We don't fuck around when it comes to security around here.
Same here. I just don't use my work computer to do this, though.
Well, I'm using my phone, but still, I don't. Well, I mean, I guess I could. My concern would be that the camera the phone would slip, and it would if it faces my computer screen.
It because it was a whole false story.
Really? Well, then I guess not, then.
What?
I guess no picture, then. We'll just go with the little dude over here.
Oh yeah.
So,
I'm just a little white dude.
what's going on?
You know, I was kind of explaining our
What the hell is that?
where we're at, where we're living.
We're at over here in Rhode Island. Oh, you mean the
It's
big fuck show?
Do I still have you?
You got me. You see me? What happened? You
Well, I don't know if anyone's
Wait,
if anyone can hear me. Can anybody hear me? I lost the sound here on my end.
Yep, you gotta leave and come back in. Otherwise, I'm gonna kick you out if you just keep talking. Yeah, let me kick him.
You kicking him?
Yeah, because then he just assumes that he gets kicked off because the connection or whatever, and then he comes back in. So it saves a lot of time.
There you go.
Maddie, Frosty,
All right.
you there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Nod your head, somebody, if you can hear me.
I can.
There you go. You can hear me.
I can hear you. You just
Make a
can't-
noise. Say something.
We have been doing.
Anything.
You're doing that. Can you see our lips moving?
Bye bye. Adios, amigos.
So, what was he saying? Before
I have
go
no
there?
idea. I have No idea.
What was he, just coming in all garbled up?
Well, he was clear for a while, but then all of a sudden, it was like before when we first started, he couldn't hear me after about 10 minutes or so.
Really?
So.
I don't know. Well, all I can tell you is things are definitely not cool over here at all. Like, what's going on over there so much? Would you lose me too?
No, I'm here.
All right.
I just had my microphone muted.
All right.
There he is.
You back?
Quickly, there we go. All right.
Hey, you're
Here's
back.
now.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
How you doing? You there?
I'm all right.
It's good.
I'm all right. I'm just chilling. You know, keeping it fresh.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, hold
Agent
on.
Z%. Hello, Natasha. Blind Gorillin is in the house. Oh man, Frosty. Whenever you get like some podcast time or whatever, you just want something to listen to, go to my stream from last Friday called "You Laugh, You Lose."
Yeah.
Man, it was hilarious, dude. I just spoke to you on the phone, man. Earth Magic. We're host Joe. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Yeah, but Blind Gorillin is here. He joined us last Friday and told some really good church jokes. So
Church jokes. What are those? Is that like jokes that are appropriate to tell in church? Is that what you're talking about?
no, so
I think not.
no. But it was basically like a you laugh, you lose type of thing. So bad dad jokes, bad jokes in general, and yeah. So if you laugh, you lose. And we went through several. Actually, it went like an hour and a half, I think. It was a lot of fun. We're doing it every Friday.
That sounds like fun. I want fun.
Definitely need a laugh in these days.
No kidding. So,
What's to laugh about?
Maddie, explain a little bit about our like particular lockdown situation, because you never hear about Rhode Island in the national news, but we've been
No,
there.
we get in the national. I think it kind of got, well, maybe more regional than national, but with the whole thing going on with Cuomo. So basically,
Well, that got national.
that got national attention. So we have to talk about that because that everyone knows what the hell was going on with that. I mean, pretty much they're still, from what I understand, it's supposed to stop. They're supposed to start stopping every car.
Jeez, Frosty, there's a mute button, son.
Oh,
Sorry, it's coronavirus. What do you want me to do?
Why is he?
I'm
calling
sick
you
and dirty.
again?
Fuck off.
Joe, you're in the stream. You can hear me. We're live, dude.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
no. So they're stopping cars. They're still stopping just New York cars so much. They're not really just going after every. I'm sure they're trying to go maybe stop a few cars from out of the state other than New York, but a lot of those cars still getting pulled off of 95. There are people that are actually going on Facebook and taking video of it, posting it in the group chats or putting them in the groups. And you can see it, and it's just the way I look at it is that should have closed the border this period. Rhode Island should have closed their border with both Connecticut and Mass and left it alone.
Well, but here's the thing: is like we're landlocked. Between like if you shut down if Connecticut shuts their border and Mass shuts their border, what does that leave? You know what I mean? You're gonna swim.
So I'm going to tell you
Long Island.
I'm going to tell you what two different people told me. I'm going to tell you what I talked to a respiratory therapist that I know. That's at one of the local hospitals here. This guy's scared shit. Straight out. This guy, I call him on the phone. We're talking. I'm like, so what's going on with this thing? Man, how bad is this thing? Really? I mean, you see what's on TV in Italy and everything. But you know, in those parts of Europe, it's more socialized medicine, so it's kind of a shit show to begin with. Especially something like this, they're all going to be all up in arms. Over here,
Well, because they're not gonna fucking even try with people over a certain age,
Well,
or that you know what I mean?
That's what we're coming to now. That's what we're coming to now. That's what it's coming to here. That's coming to a theater near you, right here.
Yeah, but not like
it's getting that bad. You understand something?
Not on the same scale.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, they're running out of medications. They're running out of ventilators. They're running out of PPEs. They're even running out of this. Dude, they're running out of Tylenol. They're running out of
toilet paper.
Well, the toilet paper. I'm sure they got enough toilet paper at the hospital, but they're running out of what do you call it? What do you say in there? Even like the cleaners to clean the floor, disinfect the rooms. They're running out of that. The hospital near you, actually. So we'll just leave it at that.
Near me.
Near you, up in your woods. Right
There's no hospital near me.
Yeah, there is.
You talking about Landmark?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, but
dude, I wouldn't honestly. I would probably just die on the sidewalk versus go to that place.
But it's. Well, you hear from other people in other parts of, other hospitals in the state. You got to figure there's almost 40 people now in the hospitalized. 8 have died. A few of those are from nursing homes. We had a 30-year-old. Mostly, I think the youngest was a 30-year-old. No, that was like 70s and 80s. But,
yeah, there was a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, that's right. We had a 20-something-year-old too. And then today was the first child under 18 that died. In America.
In Rhode Island or
no, in America.
The country?
It was New York City. But child did have, it was 14 or 15 and had an underlying health condition. So take it for what it's worth there. But from what I saw, as far as that's concerned, because I work from home too, but I have the TV on and back of me, so I can at least hear what's going on as I'm working. I don't even look at the pictures. If I hear something, I have to turn around or I just kind of give it a little more attention. But
yep, I'll send it right now, Walter.
They were saying pretty much with a child could be the reason why it doesn't affect children so much is because children get colds all the time. Coronavirus is
that's the wrong
one. The usual coronavirus that we usually deal with here all the time is the common cold. That's the coronavirus. Yeah. SARS is a coronavirus, and MERS is a coronavirus, and this is a coronavirus, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Children get colds all the time, so the antibodies, their bodies are more susceptible to fight coronaviruses. So it could be one of the reasons why is that the body is used to fighting off these types of viruses. They get them all the time. They have a much stronger immune system. As you get older, your immune system weakens. It doesn't work as good as it used to. When you're a kid, your body's still growing, everything's still going in there, and you're fighting off infection and fighting off sickness better than you would as an adult, say a 70-year-old and an 80-year-old.
Well, unfortunately, I think, and I was talking to somebody about this today. I think just in general, our immune systems have gotten weaker. Because we live in such a sanitary world now, like everything is sterilized. So we get, we get less of a development of the immune system. I think.
Say that again. Okay, and here you kind of cut out a little bit.
Well, I'm not repeating it, so fuck off.
Hey, give me the short version.
The short version. You boned. Everybody, we're all boned.
Yeah.
There's that Max Headroom.
What's the abbreviation for Nevada?
Max Headroom. There you go.
Yeah, did you hear that?
What's the abbreviation for Nevada? Quick.
NV.
NV.
Thank you.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, Spy's talking to somebody.
It has to do with me getting my work done.
Tell him to call.
There you go. Reach out and touch someone. They're a little personalized in these times.
Reach out. Reach out.
So she's over here in Rhode Island as far as like this whole telling people out of state, if they come into Rhode Island, you stay here, you get yourself quarantined for 14 days. The big thing, a lot of people with New York, were coming into the coastal communities here. And they were also going up in Cape Cod as well. And what's happening is that, at least in Rhode Island, like from what I heard from people around the state, as they're talking back and forth, these people are coming here and treating it like it's a freaking holiday. Like, hey, we're going to leave New York City for a little while. Let's go up to Rhode Island and go to meet in Newport and go hang out for a bit and have some fun. That's what it's supposed to be. If you want to get away from what's going to happen over there, don't go take your infected asses here and go get everybody else sick. And then when you get sick, come here and take up beds in the hospitals that people that are residents of the state have a right to be in.
So do you think that the stay-at-home orders should be basically law? Would that? I mean, because people are going out no matter what. They're like, I'm not gonna stay home.
That's a problem.
You can't make me.
Yeah,
that was actually a post that I did earlier talking about the whole stay-at-home thing. Is like, wouldn't you rather be safe than dead?
Problem is that you have a lot of rebellious people they don't like being told, especially by the government, especially by the way our government is lately. I was just so screwed up and can't get anything right.
Right.
Now you got Gina Raimondo coming on saying, you need to knock it off and stay home.
I heard she's
okay.
a real piece of work.
So explain Gina Raimondo. All right, I'll try and give you the short version on her. When you were growing up, did you have a friend whose mother was a straight up just wicked ripping cunt? Excuse my language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gina Raimondo is everybody's friend's cunty mom.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
She goes on TV every night and she wags her finger at everybody. And I'm still seeing people who are not social distancing correctly. And not wiping your feet when you come in. I just did these floors. Like, fuck you, lady. Who the fuck do you think? I'm sitting here, I listened to her, right? And I wasn't going to go anywhere. Now I feel like I want to go for a drive because fuck you.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, but you got to realize, though, okay? The problem is that I understand, trust me, I understand that. But the way I look at it is that I was doing it before she even said to do it. So I will continue to do it because it's for my safety and my family's safety, not because she said to do it.
Okay, but I get the mentality.
Yeah, but there are people that are going and saying, oh, I'm not going to do that because she didn't say so. No, you freaking plebeian. You're going to go and stay home because it's supposed to, because if you don't, we're going to keep on getting people sick, and guess what's going to happen? This thing's never going to go the fuck away. This is going to bury the economy. But it hasn't. It's already pretty much doing it now. You have double-digit unemployment. It's going to get worse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
You know what, though?
Or what's going to be the consequence? It's going to keep on going and going and going. Now, the other part of this is I have another friend that's a truck driver, and he's telling me until they shut down the road, shut everything down for 2 weeks in this country and stop everything, trucks, everything.
Yeah,
it's not going to stop because these guys in these trucks are going from one part of the country to the other.
Yeah.
Then they go to another, and then they go to another, and then they go to another, and then they go to another. And what the problem with that is that
and another.
Yeah, and another. And what the problem with that is that they go and wherever they're going, and they're passing all this. If they get the virus, they're taking it wherever they're going with them, and it's getting passed on to whoever's interacting with them.
Yep. Well, two things, really quick. Agent Z and In Darkness. Tell me if you guys recognize this, or actually anybody. Hello, my name is Warner Brandis. My voice is my passport. Verify me. And then secondly, there was a study done at Harvard where they took 8 infected people with the virus, let them go through it, and then stuck them once they were healed or whatever. Once they no longer had the virus, they stuck them with other infected people to see if they would get it again, and they didn't. So that's a good sign, like a chickenpox type of effect. And my camera's off because I'm eating dinner, guys.
That's fine.
Just saying.
Matt, you are the only visual entertainment. So
no, because I got to eat
dinner
too, so I'll be shutting mine off.
Show a nip or something.
I'll be shutting my camera down for a bit too. I got dinner coming down in a few minutes.
Like how his audio cut out when he said nipple.
Nice. I don't know, man. This is just. It's good that I heard that about the antibodies. That's great. So if you get it once, you don't have to worry about getting it again. That's great news.
I wish they would do. I haven't seen any other studies though since I heard about that one. So I don't know if it's
a couple of things. I've seen a couple of news articles. You know, like California or NBC or something. Like one of the news channels in California was saying they got a doctor that came up. That actually says he has a. They're going to come up with. They think they have a cure. They think they might have a way to cure it or treat it at the very least. A shot.
Yes.
Medication being given. What's going on?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just I don't want to forget this. Anyone listening, do not drink fish tank cleaner.
Please don't do that.
for treatment or prevention. That's important.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you don't keep goldfish in your belly.
Exactly.
Not live ones.
Nope.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Frost?
I've been waiting for the whole thing to go tits up in a big way for probably the better part of 10 years. I don't think this is it. I think that we come back from this. I think, part of this is I don't think that this is something that our own government has done to us. But I think that a lot of people are taking, on both sides of this, are taking the mentality of, well, never let a good crisis go to waste. That's not just a liberal trick.
Well, I'll tell you, from what I understand, too, there's other things. What is it? Virginia just enacted they're locked in till June. There are other states that are actually going to be going till June now. And they're all following in line. Then I saw something else. The official documents from the state were provided to this person. And I guess from what they're doing is they're actually, like Florida, and I believe it was, what was the other place? Florida was one. And maybe it was Nevada. Was it Nevada? No, it wasn't Nevada. In Florida, one of the states, but they're saying other states are falling in line. It's coming up pretty much. Pretty much it's martial law. De facto martial law is what they're coming in with. They want to go in and warrantless arrests, warrantless searches. Now, the other thing I heard too, and I actually saw it, didn't even hear it, I saw it. The WHO is now saying it's not enough that people are sitting in their homes in quarantine, because now what's happening is you're not out in the public and getting people infected, but if you're out and you got infected in the public and now you're home, now everybody in the house is in danger of getting infected. What WHO is saying is we need to go to the people's houses, test them. If they're sick, get them out of the houses and put them in quarantine.
Yeah. What does that sound like?
What do you think about this? I watched a video by the Crow House. I don't know if you guys know who Max Egan is. I
do, yeah.
Yeah, so I had him on my channel one time last year, I think. But anyway, he's talking about, and I kind of agree with this from this perspective, that for the people that are constantly washing their hands, cleaning everything, trying to kill bacteria, they're the ones that are going to be more susceptible to this virus.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention to you, like usual.
I kind of expect that at this point. It's exactly what the fuck I just said. Because we live in a sterile environment of our own creation. When something comes along that normally, and like honestly,
that's why we need people wearing kilts more. That way, all this fart dust goes everywhere and taints everybody.
You said taint.
Do. That's what
you said. Taint.
When I talked to that respiratory therapist, he was telling me this. He said the way to kill this thing is pretty easy. It's just soap and water, and the water is going to be at least 77 degrees or above. Because all this thing is a protein protected by a lipid. If you melt the lipid, which you melt it in the water, which is 77 degrees or above, the protein's exposed, and you can kill it fairly easily.
Now that makes a little more sense of what Standing was saying a couple episodes ago about how I still haven't heard from her actually. Now that I think about it, but she was going to send me the information from her military contact. I don't know what position he or she is, but he or she was saying something about 60 milligrams of zinc with something else. 1 month treatment would also kill the virus.
Outside the body or inside the body?
Inside
the body. Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that so you try and kill it on the outside. If you don't kill it, if you don't catch it, if that works, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But let's put it this way, from what I was told by this respiratory therapist, is that he told me pretty much, he's like, hey, I'm susceptible to getting this thing, and I do have underlying conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get this, chances are I'm not going to make it on the other side. Right. You know.
That was what this person said, or that's what he said about you?
That's what he said about him.
Oh.
Now, what he said about me is different.
Isn't that mind-blowing?
You know, I get asthma. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, if I play baseball and I run the bases and I get hit a double, you know, I'm going to be trying to catch my breath for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, so what about me? What's my chances? He goes, honestly, if you get it, it's like Russian roulette.
Yeah.
So smokers, anything like that, they're just...
Oh, they actually did a study on that in China. They found that 18% of 60-year-olds or older, 18% of those died if they were smokers.
60-year-olds?
Yeah, or older.
Yeah. Well, because by that time, you have definitely done enough damage to your lungs, and you probably COPD is already set in.
And what they're saying, too, is the majority of their elders in China are smokers.
Yeah. And look at Italy.
Mm-hmm.
They're like unhealthy lifestyle. They drink, they smoke, this, that. Well, what do we do here? It's no different. We have people drink, smoke, they do drugs. So, I don't know. This is just like Frosty said, we're waiting for this to happen for a long time. I've been saying this for years and years. Something was going to happen.
What do you think about? I just had a thought, and viruses don't have any kind of not choice, but selection. Like they're not like, okay, we are going to take out, balding white men between the ages of 25 and 32, right? There's no selection. It's going to wipe out who wipes out. However, you get the thought of the people that are less healthy for sure. So what about this thing has gone through and is cleaning up, for example? If you're addicted to drugs, your immune system is compromised. And unfortunately, all the people that have underlying health conditions anyway, they're compromised. Their immune systems are compromised. So what if this is like a Mother Earth natural selection happening before our very eyes?
It could be. I've often said it.
You're talking about like some kind of a cleansing.
I mean, yeah, you could call it a cleansing, I guess, but just what if it's just like Mother Earth's like, you know what, I'm done. Here you go.
It's one of two things. It's either that or it came out of a lab.
Yeah.
That's it. It's one of these.
And I don't know. That seems more likely at this point. I don't know if they turned it loose on purpose or if this is
an experiment going on.
Like the stand or something where like it got out was supposed to. You know what I mean?
Well, what this thing is going to have to do is going to do two things. Obviously, if it quote unquote cleans up, when we come out of this on the other side, we're going to know it better. We're going to be better prepared for this next time, because the next time it may be something totally different.
You guys know that there are synthetic molecule markers within a DNA strand to be able to tell if something's synthesized or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything that I found so far, this thing is not synthesized, not from a lab.
Really?
Matter of fact, what's he called? The disease detective or something like that. He's been doing it for like 40 years, tracking diseases and bioterrorism. And he was actually on Joe Rogan not too long ago discussing this whole thing. Wrote a book on SARS back in 2016 or 17 and basically predicted this happening regardless if it was like bioterrorism or not. He was plotting out why and how easily something like this could spread, and sure enough it did.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of seems like we've been buttered up for this a little bit.
Oh, no doubt.
My opinion.
Oh, here's another thing too we can look at is that what if this thing just came at the right time, but there's something else that's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys hear about the asteroid, the meteorite that fell in Nigeria?
I did not.
Yeah. Supposedly, some people are saying that we could be actually going to a debris field, an asteroid. The Earth's entering this field, and we're going to start getting pelted. So I went online, I'm looking, I'm like, all right, let me just go see what's up, check it for myself. First thing that comes up, near Earth, hazardous asteroid approaching Earth for April. May end up, could hit us. But, so if we get fireballs in the sky, people are seeing increased fireballs.
Oh.
Now you have an actual meteorite hitting in Nigeria.
Well, I will say that I have noticed that before every single presidential election, there's something like this that happens.
Yeah.
Yep, kind of test the president, see what he's like. Kind of gives you that idea what you're going to be voting in for the next term after having a military one. I don't know. I hope Joe Biden. I hope Joe Biden is not our president. That would just. I don't know. I can't see that happening.
I don't see any way for Joe Biden to win.
I don't think we're going to have an election. They've already been postponing primary. People aren't even showing up to work at the polls.
See, all right, so that's a lose-lose for Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so there's no way if he says, let's postpone the election. Oh, look, he's trying to hijack democracy and
exactly.
Okay, if he says let's go ahead with the election, oh, Joe Biden's at an obvious disadvantage because of coronavirus. So like, there's a, you know what I mean? It's the excuse here is baked into the cake, so to speak.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't really have to. They get, I put it this way: whichever way that goes, what he should do is actually leave it up to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be his decision to make. Give it to somebody else.
I don't think it's an executive decision. I don't think that you can postpone your own election at the presidential level. Well, all right. How the fuck did Franklin Roosevelt stay in office for a third term?
I believe we were at war at that point, right? That's why he stayed in. We were at war. They didn't change.
Yeah, so didn't Trump officially declare war on coronavirus?
Well, so he declared war on coronavirus. That opens up a lot of different doors because when he did that, that kind of made it easier for Raimondo to send the police and the National Guard door to door of those houses down in southern Rhode Island, and the other coastal communities, and being able to try and find if there are New York residents in those homes and make them isolated. Because if you're saying you're at war from an invisible enemy, then you're pretty much saying that the country's under invasion by an invisible enemy.
And what has just really died down in the last 5 years? War on terror. So we need a new war.
Exactly. We need a new enemy that nobody can quantify and fucking actually point to. So here we go. And that's something, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing.
It's not controversial. Nobody's like, well, I'm on the side of the virus.
All right,
so you know what I mean? Virus lives matter. Nobody's doing that shit. So,
but here's the thing: you're going to
Organisms
realize.
matter.
All right, is that if you look at the Constitution, and you see on there that there is a provision in there that if the public safety is compromised by either violence or by an invasion,
Martial law.
certain rights are, martial law,
Suspended.
certain rights are suspended. Habeas corpus is suspended. And that's what the people from New York are saying, is that you're going against their Fourth Amendment right. By going door to door trying to find them and making them stay home. Making them stay in wherever they are.
oh, dude, I didn't even tell you this. So, all right, maybe some of you listeners know a little bit about my family. It's a little bigger than the average family. So,
He's got like 23 kids.
every time it's more. You know, I don't need you to add more kids, especially if I'm not even getting laid. Like,
Well, I mean, hey, if you want kids, just I can take a plane ride. What? No, I can't.
are you feeling fertile there, Whistler? So, no. Point being, so it basically looks like a tent city in my yard right now. We got a trailer pulled up to the house. Like, it's a fucking redneck jamboree.
What up, Toodle?
And where are you? Oh, fucking A. I hate it when they do that shit.
What?
Nothing. I can't tell. It's a fucking foreign thing, so I can't tell if it's November 2nd or February 11th, because fuck these people.
Day, month, year.
Yeah, day, month, year for us.
No, that's the universal standard. We are month, day, year. Hey, where'd Maddie go?
I'm right here.
Oh, it was hella quiet
All
there for a
right.
second.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're correct. But hang on, let me see how he
Tell him
put
to
it.
call. Tell him you're busy.
Dude, I can't. Oh, if they could call, I wouldn't have overtime.
Sweet Louis T's in the chat. Hey, brother, how you doing? I hope you got
So-
your thing fixed.
So my dad had to rent a vehicle because he works for a manufacturer which is staying open, and you know, basically they have a lot of people out. It's all hands on deck over there. So he's gonna rent a car. Guess where the car is from?
New York.
Are you right? Are you fucking kidding me? Because of course it is. I told him today, I was like, dude, you should just go and get pulled over to get it over with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should go out, drive-by cops waving and shit. Let them see that let them pull you over. And, like, this way, at least, like, you're on file. They've seen that you're driving a car with New York plates.
Oh,
Yeah.
However,
The rental. Yeah. You know, once they see that, though, they'll just let him go. They won't even bother him. He's not a New York resident.
Yeah.
He's got a Rhode Island license, right?
This guy.
yeah.
And he's fine. Fine.
Yeah, I hope so.
I would think so. Because they're looking at the plates to go after the people in the car. So obviously the plate is the precursor, and once you get the person in the car and they have a New York City driver's license, well, you know that's where they come from.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't understand what's with this soft quarantine. Why didn't they just say, boom, stay home, 2 weeks, let's kill this thing?
They don't want to. They're afraid of the economy.
Yeah.
They're afraid it's going to kill the economy. That's why they won't do it here. That's why Trump won't do it. Look at Trump over there for the past couple of weeks before yesterday or Sunday. We're going to open the country up by Easter. No, you're not. You're not opening this country by Easter.
But he was able to nationalize the Fed.
We'll say that again? Yeah, I heard that. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. Took it right out of the hands of the people in charge before. So now it's going to be all on. Now, actually, we got in there.
Now the U.S. Secretary Treasury or the
Yep.
U.S. Treasury actually has a word.
Yep, that's it. Trump actually has infiltrated the central banks. Because think about it, though. You know, he's gone in there and he's pretty much kicked out. You know, figure when you look at the central banks, you look at the Federal Reserve. Look at it's not our interest that they're better. Oh, our best interest is not what's motivating them.
No.
You know, and none of these things
Never was.
So, all right, the people that those benefit are people with unbelievable wealth that we don't even know of that can make one phone call and change the course of history. That's what these banks actually. That's what these banks actually benefit.
Yeah.
You know, the big joke. Now they drop interest rates. You know, they drop interest rates to zero, and then eventually they're going to get dropped down. You know, they'll be negative. And then what do you do? What do you do when they go back up? How are you going to raise them?
Mm-hmm.
You raise those rates. The rate of inflation is going to be astronomical. So what are you going to do? We're going to keep the rates down. We're going to get a recovery, get the economy going. Oh, then we're going to start. Now we're going to start to raise the interest rates a little bit. Can't do that. If you're staying negative, you're staying negative.
Yep. Yeah, the only thing that really benefits them is quantitative easing.
Yeah.
It's definitely getting. It's definitely what we've been talking about for a few years. You know, that whiteboard looks like it actually got a hit. Whoever had the good money.
I don't think that we actually even allowed for the possibility of it to be a natural pandemic. No bets, nobody wins.
I remember us talking about a natural pandemic like that before, like one of the first ones that we ever did.
I'm sure we talked about it, but end of the day, I don't think we put it up for odds.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We did
Bioterror.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the jury's still out, I think.
Hey, I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right.
No, you do what you gotta do there, Chief.
All right, you get to look at my chair and my wall.
Did he just say, nah?
Look at my chair and my wall.
I thought you said balls.
Hey.
I'm not looking at the camera, so.
And Darkness posted the link to the You Laugh, You Lose. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Blind Beard is in
Brother Darkness!
Oh, yeah. Brother Darkness.
Brother Darkness.
Oops. Damn it. Shit.
What's the abbreviation for Colorado? Is it CO?
CO.
Thank you.
The only one
Megadesk.
Only one that I have a hard time with is Maryland, and
which is MD.
Wyoming, which I think is WY. WY.
WY.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's just See, MD. That doesn't compute as easily as like California or Colorado.
Well, because MA is Massachusetts.
It should just be MASS.
Yeah, but they want a 2-letter abbreviation.
Yeah. So, let's see. Washington, D.C. is just D.C.?
Yes.
And Washington State is WA, right?
Correct.
Interesting. Brother Frosty, choose to help everyone. You too, man. Blame Canada, says in Darkness.
Fucking ain't right.
Might as well blame him for everything else.
Damn it!
Earth Magic says, it won't even.
You know what? Fuck all these people. Fuck all these people. They're fucking dead.
By this rate. Now, Earth Magic, if you are Joe, don't forget, because I recall in a stream we did, you said it'd be over within, I think, 2 months, I believe you said. It was something that I was like, no way, we're going to look at this thing for a long time. UK uses day, month. Yeah, we already covered that. And of course, I'm going backwards in the chat, just so you guys know. Got that one.
I figured you were.
Man, I think I need some juice. Nah, it's all China's fault, don't you know?
I told you Alex Jones was right.
Oh my.
It's the Chinese, it's the Chicoms. And definitely not Israel because...
Dude, have you seen... This is funny. You guys want some laughs? Well, some unfortunate laughs. Go to YouTube and search up Alex... what was it? Alex Jones... something
if
to
it's
do with
Turn in the Frog's Gate.
No, not that one. That one's hilarious too. But no, search his products that he sells, customer reviews or customer testimonials about his products, and like there's thousands and thousands of people putting him on blast for that BS.
Bone broth.
Yeah.
My prehistoric bone broth.
Or how about the
Wow. Kentucky judges are now putting like the ankle bracelets on defiant patients. They're putting them on house arrest.
What?
Yep.
Oh, dude. The fuck.
And then just saw another one over here says British residents being told to prepare for blackouts during lockdown.
Interesting.
Where'd you say that was in the UK?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which won't be too far behind here. Lock and load. That's all I can say.
Where you can purchase if you have to.
See, and that's the thing is like anybody that's trying to buy a firearm now is panic buying.
Yeah. No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And that
buddy.
and while you know, I've always had that kind of mentality of it's not anyone else's place to tell you or I if we can defend ourselves or not. There's anybody who is out now looking to as a first time firearm purchaser. It's not something they've been thinking about for a while and, finally decided in a manner of speaking to pull the trigger on. It's, oh shit, now I see that there's a need and I'm going to go buy a firearm. And that's the kind of person that makes me nervous. That's the kind of person that panics if, you take a wrong turn and happen to step across their lawn and they end up shooting somebody. I don't like that very much.
Yeah, something's going to come out of this. You got to figure this is definitely more than meets the eye with it. There's definitely something will come out of this. I don't know what, but I mean, how much more screwed up can things get? I can tell you, in my job, I work in finance, and people that were getting credit to be able to buy things like homes and stuff, that's going to be going. It's going to be very hard to do that soon because the credit score requirements are going up. It's going to be almost 700 within the next week or two. So people that were able to buy homes before, especially like FHA programs, are saying because of everything going on, the government's probably going to suspend FHA mortgages. That's a big chunk of people buying homes.
Or not buying homes.
That's a big chunk of people buying homes right now. Well, think about it.
Well, I was thinking. Actually, I was just talking about this with a friend earlier today. That that in about 6 months will be a huge buyer's market because Trump nationalized the Fed.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to boost the economy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just look at everything. Gas prices down.
Oh, oil's way down.
Oil's way the fuck down.
Well, look, Saudi Arabia's flooding the market.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think
you know what?
Their tactic on that was to try to cripple our economy on top of it.
Yeah.
It's not going to work, though, I don't think.
Well, our economy, you don't know what's happening with the economy. The thing is that the longer we are out of work, the longer we are closed down, the more it's going to crater, the deeper it's going to crater. The deeper it craters, the worse we're going to get. It'll be harder to pull ourselves out of the hole.
Right.
You know, so that's how you got to look at it. I mean,
it's all part of the plan. Just trust the plan.
What, Q? Oh, I got buddies that are way into that, thinking this is all part of the plan.
It's trust the plan.
I'm not buying into it. So someone else I knew said, "Oh, that boat they're bringing into New York, that's going to be all the human trafficking victims going on there." I'm like, what,
dude? Like, man,
stop.
I remember back in the day. And
no,
actually,
they're going to corral homeless people on that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the purpose of those things. No coronavirus patients are supposed to be on those things.
No.
You know that, right?
No.
It's supposed to be all of the overflow. If you got a broken leg or a gunshot wound or something, you're supposed to go to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what, though? You still don't get any visitors. No one can come see you on there. Just like in the hospitals right now. You go in there, you go on that boat, you're going on that boat by yourself.
Fucking juice. I'll be right.
Of course not, because QAnon is turning people into super soldiers on that boat.
Oh, you just got my channel demonetized. Thanks, asshole.
Because I'm speaking too much truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking truth to power, and they don't want to hear it.
Hey.
Sorry, it's like when that QAnon thing first came out, I kind of smelled that, but I kind of like went, all right, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, but I mean,
and it just became like it became a thing of like, I've been saying for years, don't just believe shit because you want to believe it, because a lot of us fell into that trap with Jesus Christ. I hate this fucking cat. Hang on. What? The door is open. Fucking thing. It won't go upstairs because it's afraid of the dog. The fucking cat's bigger than the dog is.
Yeah, I don't get that.
She likes you though.
Huh?
She likes you, Maddie.
Who, the cat or the dog?
The dog.
Yeah, dog likes me. That's cool.
So, a piece of advice for anybody out there who may have someone in their lives who's kind of dipping into the rabbit hole of the whole Q thing, you've got two options. Seek psychiatric advice for your loved one, or get your divorce papers ready.
There's nobody. Okay, now first of all, I have people who I love dearly who they're flat earthers, straight up. Like, nope, it's flat. I still love you.
Prove it.
You know what I mean? Like, it's well, all right. Based on something like that, like that's not. I see how people get blinders on. I see how people like, you know. You see how fucked up everything is, and then you just like you want to cling to hope. You want to like Exactly. It's like the X-Files. I want to believe. It's like Trump. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, like, but you know, some of us still remember, like, we let ourselves believe that Barack Obama was a real outsider. You know what I mean? Like, he was actually going to come in like a wrecking ball and fucking and shake up
destroy the deep state.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. I gotta tell. I like this guy, what he's done, more than the last several of my adult life. But what the fuck already? Like it's you know. Don't get like miss me with this whole lock her up shit. That ain't never gonna happen.
No.
Okay, a deal has been brokered. She is never gonna see the inside of a cell. Neither is Bill, and like, not just for like, you know, corruption and shit. Like Bill Clinton's a fucking rapist.
That's what he got kicked out of the UK school for.
He should have been going.
He should have. He was in college. That's what he got kicked out.
Like Bill Clinton needs to do state time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Trump says, hey, grab him by the pussy, and hey, everybody loses their fucking mind. He's a sexist and a pig, but let's forget about the guy that sat there.
And it's not even, he said they let you.
Yeah.
It's consensual grabbing.
Yeah. You want to have a president that says grab him by the pussy like that? Fucking my God. Give me a break. Oh, my God, these people are ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. What was the dude in? Was it? I want to say Portland or maybe Seattle, but it was a big city in either Oregon or Washington where he flipped his lid and took his samurai sword and took down a bunch of a couple people that he thought was deep state or something like that.
When did that happen?
It was like 2-3 years ago.
Really? Oh man, we haven't heard something about that.
Yeah, he was a QTuber.
Oh Jesus!
Listen, so much of that is like, oh, was it a signal from the? No, man, it's fucking mental illness. Like, stop encouraging that shit.
It's pareidolia, straight up. Like when they start seeing Trump flash signs, it's like,
yeah,
come on.
Oh, what, like the AOK sign that became white power somehow?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Right? Like the circle with 3 fingers, which for my entire 42 fucking years of life has always meant good stuff. Yeah, it's always been. Well, no, all right, yes, there was that where it was like, you know, that was kind of the cheeky version, but it's always been like, hey, you know, sound like good. Like if you gave if you had to give a nonverbal sign to somebody and you put that sign up, that is affirmative. That's like, it's the same in like nonverbal communication as a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Now you may ask me, Frosty, a thumbs up what?
Thumbs up for what?
That was an ass joke. Just keep going. It didn't land. It's fine. I know when I'm. Just move on. No, I don't want to save fucking changes.
All right, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oi, where is he going?
I'm going.
Only you and my grandmother need to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes like that.
I'm going to grab my dinner. It wasn't ready yet.
Oh, go get your dinner. Get your dinner.
Face palm.
What do you got, a Stouffer's? You do a Stouffer's? The fuck is wrong with you?
You remember the thumbnail Chaos made for my show that one time? It showed Donald Trump gallivanting across the White House lawn like Superman, and then he's ripping his shirt open, and it has a Q on his chest. And across the top it says, "In Q we trust."
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
I'm trying to find it to put it on screen to show everybody else because that was hilarious. I might not have it anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I think I got rid of it. Shit. I think I got rid of everything Q related. Just fucking dumped it.
Just like a bad relationship. You're just wiping it off the map.
Yeah, Agent Z. I just told you this in the chat earlier about, you know, hundreds of people in the chat at one time. That was why. Was that whole period of my YouTube career was Q.
Well, because like a lot of us, you were looking at what was definitely some intriguing information, right?
Yeah, and as these posts would come out on the chans, I would read them and listened to what people were saying about how, oh, it means this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, I don't get that. How do you make these connections? And I never found any of these connections that these people were talking about. I just finally dumped it like 2 months, 3 months in. And then, of course, you know, she went completely down the rabbit hole and overboard. So, what a headache.
Well,
oh yeah, check that out in the chat. Oh, wait, can you see the chat?
I can look.
Something about if you give birth and your child ends up being sick, the parents can't visit them in the hospital. Which, I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, that is unfortunate for not to have that immediate connection when your child is born. That actually does cause emotional and traumatic scarring later on. Oh, so Earth Magic. This is kind of funny. Word on the streets is Evitz thinks that Yzerk X is not a female. I'll just say that. And I think I gotta add Frosty back in. Yep, add to stream.
Don't ask me to look at the chat anymore. You know what happens.
Leave it to a totally blind person to technologically rule your world.
Yeah, see, I've got a little red leave button, so, I mean, you don't rule it. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I could just go if I want.
Or you could just check the chat and take care of two things at once.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. Dude, I'm already multitasking here. You know that I've done, like, I've processed, like, half a dozen online applications while we've been doing this.
Yeah, let's see how many of them go through or don't go through because of misinputted information.
No, actually, you fucking tool. It's, oh, come on. Why do you fuck with me?
Last name, Anon. First name, Q. Who is Q? No, we can't approve that one.
I will approve nothing. Nobody, you know what? Now, just because of you, nobody that even has a Q in their name. Yep. No Pasquales.
No Queens.
No Kwamesas.
Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah, no, she can't get it.
Steve McQueen.
I put because we get a lot of shit from Amazon and UPS and FedEx and whatnot, and I put a fucking a bucket of like sodas and ice waters out on the front stoop, and I put drivers, please help yourselves, and then I put next to it, I said, FEMA guys, you can get one too.
Man, you should take a picture of that and meme it.
No, it's not funny if you meme it yourself. It's fun. It would be funny if one of the drivers takes a picture of it and is like, dude, I saw this on my route.
Well, no, if you take the picture and you upload it, then you can find similar pictures to see if anybody has.
All right, so how do you shut this camera off for a second? Is it stop cam?
Stop.
Just eat. Just nobody cares. Just eat.
Listen, everybody else has to do it, so I'm going to be like everybody else. Follow the leader.
Yep, agent, very special. We're just talking about how many applications that Frosty literally fucked up because we're talking about stupid shit. He can't multitask. It's actually that's 0. I fucked up 0 things.
I was going to say, put the work down for a little bit then.
Fuck that. Just like, I mean, if it comes to it, like, fuck you guys. You can do the stream without me because I like money. I mean, money's cool.
I like money too.
Unlimited overtime. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, it is pretty.
That is fucking right.
I mean, you must be considered essential employee or an essential.
Yeah, he's essential. He's financial. He's essential. I'm essential too. I just don't take all the overtime.
Ah. You guys work at the same place?
No.
No.
Different businesses.
No, but I see.
Are you guys like competitors?
No. I work at finance.
I mean, for pussy sometimes, but not.
I work more on credit. He works more on just stocks and stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yes, stocking first.
Awesome. There's that Max Headroom again.
I'm in stockings and stuffers.
There you go.
And stuff. You know, and okay.
You know who we haven't seen in the chat in over 2 weeks?
Who that?
Ozzy. Oi.
Oh, I know. Where is she?
I have no idea. Actually, you know what? She sent me a signal the other day, and I forgot to check it. Now that I think about it, let me see what she said. I know she's going to go skydiving. Signal? Yeah.
You know why? Because I don't have like a cell number for her, so it wouldn't have gone into my contacts.
I'll forward it
and
to
like sync, because you know how when you put Signal on a new device, it goes, hey, or like, hey, this person's on Signal now, and it gives you a little notification.
So what's Signal?
I've actually gotten
messaging?
What'd you say about my mama, motherfucker?
So what's Signal? Messaging?
Yeah, Signal is like yeah, it's a texting app, but you can also like you can also voice record.
That's cool.
And send like a quick little voice message.
Hey, I just realized that I didn't respond to your message, so I apologize. We are live right now, and we were just thinking, hey, where's not my real name? Anyway, hope you're well. Frosty wants to know if I can give you his number, or you can give him your number, so you guys can connect.
Well, you don't just say it out like that. You know what I mean? Like.
Movie and TV quotes. Don't have to say what out like that.
Nothing. I was
There's
making
nothing
a joke.
private.
No,
I don't think it was.
Never mind.
He's playing with you.
Wait. Aye. Yep, that is very true. Earth magic. That's why I cannot understand why people are not being more cautious and staying home. It could be your baby, or anybody that contracts it has to go through it alone. That would suck. Be quarantined by yourself for 2 weeks. I mean, just the thought of being, what do they call it? Shelter in place or something like that?
Shelter in place.
Shelter in place.
They keep calling it that, dude. That was like bomb scare shit.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
That meant like the Russians were nuking us.
Right. A lot of people think it won't happen to them. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. And it always happens when the realization always happens when it's too late.
See, the thing is, and like for most of us, dude, if you were gonna bug out, the time to do it is weeks gone. Like, you're at where you're at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have no, and it's not like I can just, well, both me and Matt listen to Richie from Boston.
Oh, God.
Right?
entertainment.
Dude, it's entertaining, and it's like, and he and one of the things I like, he always pulls shit from like science magazines and shit that really doesn't make national news, but then when you hear it, you're like, holy shit, is that real? And you look it up, and it's like, oh fuck, that's true, you know. It's where I found out about D-Wave and quantum computing and all that stuff. So he's on point as far as that stuff goes.
Wait, okay, well, those two particular things have been mass media for decades when they first came out with it. Just because it's not
but for somebody that was not paying attention then,
okay,
I can't believe I missed that. You know what I mean? And like, I still will tell people like, hey, you know, fucking, do you know this?
Well, I mean, JFK Jr. dying was world news, and I didn't catch it.
Yeah. I think we should add him to Hillary's body count.
Probably.
I bet you.
I bet you Weinstein got the coronavirus because of her.
I wouldn't doubt that. Oh, there's this channel that I used to watch back in the day called Sainted Anon. Ever hear of it?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, nutbag. But anyway, he was talking about how, who was it? It's been so long since I've seen a recommended video by him on YouTube, but he was talking about someone was injecting into their hand adreno, you know what. I can't remember who the actress was. It was some famous chick. But I was like, oh my god, they're bringing this back again. Dude, psychological part being told what to... Oh, that's what I was getting at. Yes, thank you, Earth Magic. The psychological part of it. It's like, even for the hermits, like, you're inside by choice, but then once you're told you can't go out, it's like, I want to get out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, common sense has to prevail. And to that point, you're just going to say, hey, yeah, I don't want to listen to these assholes telling me I got to stay in.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to get infected and chance getting my parents infected, getting my grandparents infected.
Well, that's the thing is like,
Yeah,
I would love to just ignore.
I would too.
This whole fucking, you know what I mean? Like, just to tell Gina Raimondo to go fuck herself. You know, I want to go to the beach. It's 42 degrees. I don't give a fuck. I want to go to the beach just because Gina said don't go to the beach. But I have my parents to worry about. I have my neighbors who are in their 70s to worry about. I have my kids to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, sooner or later, we're all going to come in contact with it. But I have people in my life, like, you know, it's the same thing with bugging out. You know, people talk about like, oh, I left weeks ago and I never looked back. That's fine for you. Dude, I can't pick up 20 odd people, most of whom believe everything that they hear on fucking CNN or Fox News or whatever, and say like, hey, listen, you know, no questions, you gotta come with me. Like, it's fucking, like I'm Ben Affleck in The Town. Like, it's not feasible. It's not happening. So I did what I have to do to fucking, you know, get secure. I'm able to continue my job, so we still got money coming in. That's good. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's just taken care of as possible. And you know what? If they come knocking on my door and they're gonna take me away, there's really nothing I'm gonna do about it. You know what I mean? You're like me and Uncle Jeff are Butch and Sundance. We're gonna take on the Bolivian army with 6 shooters. We're not stupid. You know, it's whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. The only thing that you can control is your response to it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, what's the whole idea behind taking us out of our homes and getting us quarantined?
I
mean, we're home, and obviously, if there are people living with us, and we've been home for like a week, 2 weeks.
That's the thing is, dude, if you've got it, your son's got it.
Yeah. I know.
That does make me nervous. That, you know, it's enough. And honestly, any thinking person should have in their mind the possibility of, look, is this either A, part of some kind of a government crackdown, or B, can it be used to institute one, whether or not it's actually necessary? You should be thinking it.
Remember you just said Richie from Boston, how he goes on he shows things from different science magazines. Remember you just said? Right. So he has how one the other day, and he goes on the New England Journal of Medicine. On their website, they did one on COVID-19 back on the 26th or the 25th, I believe.
Yeah, I heard it. I saw that.
That Dr. Fauci, same one every day, comes out saying this could end up being no more than just a flu, and the death rate, the mortality rate may actually end up being as low as the flu.
Which is still fairly high, but
people die.
You can't say that to the general public because they'll fucking panic.
Well, it's
because if it ends up being worse,
the speed at which it has killed. That's the thing.
No, the New England Journal of Medicine is not for the general public. That's for doctors to talk to each other.
Exactly, but it's still public information. You and I can access that information the same as fucking Richie from Boston can.
Yeah, they just don't advertise it.
But all right, so now I've seen the quote. I know the quote. That was not what he said specifically. He was saying that it may be. And, probably, I don't know, it seems like the distance between what Fauci actually said in that article, his direct quote, which I don't have in front of me, and I'm not going to look up because I'm already doing shit. Look it up yourself. He was kind of putting a spin on it to make it seem as though, well, he's telling the New England Journal of Medicine it's not a big deal. It's not exactly what he was saying. He's just, I think, erring more on the side of caution when he's addressing the nation as a whole versus, just doctors.
Wait, okay, so
because he did say in that article that this was something that needed to be taken seriously. He wasn't saying, "Oh, it's just a flu."
Yeah, but the flu is supposed to be taken seriously too. I mean, either way you look at it, even when people that are sick, people.
Well, how many different varieties of influenza have come out? Bird flu, swine flu, all this shit.
And then the other thing too is this thing about misreporting the deaths, saying that you see things. It's not just
who's saying that?
You even see it on Facebook. People are talking like. My aunt died. They said that she died from coronavirus. She died from a heart attack. She didn't even have coronavirus.
Well, I mean,
and she did have it, but it's asymptomatic. Because the
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying that they're using.
And the person wasn't even symptomatic.
Yeah.
So they were asymptomatic. They had a heart attack for whatever reason. Oh, well, they died of COVID. COVID-19 is one of the reasons why they died.
They're beefing up the numbers. I know what you mean.
It naturally works itself out because all the people that don't report it and all the people that over-report it or misreport it, it kind of evens itself out by human nature patterning.
But okay, is that true? Or in this case, is it possible, and I'm just asking if it's possible, that the powers that be want the numbers to look a certain way, so they're going to make the numbers look that certain way? Is it possible? I'm not asking if I don't say that that's what's going on. I'm just saying, is it possible? And then how likely is it?
It's possible.
And I would say somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a red herring to say, is it possible? Obviously, it's possible. Anything is possible.
It's a report. Numbers are being reported.
Anything is possible. Put your head in your own ass.
Cranial rectal inversion.
Do it.
I actually had this picture of a dude in a suit with he was bending over backwards and sticking his head up his ass. I suffer from CRS. Or CRI, whatever it is. Cranial rectal inversion. Yeah, CRI. But no, I don't. Again, I think the severity of how quickly it's taken off. Like, when did we get the first report here in the United States? February? And now we're up over 100,000 cases easily. That's fast for any kind of flu. And it's not even a flu.
It's definitely fast spreading, but it's also probably been here for a while.
It could have been. That's possible.
Hey, 6.5 earthquake just hit Idaho.
Damn straight.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Hold on.
What?
Hold on a second. Fact check.
To ask the host a question, form your question in the form of a question.
Whoop. Yep. How long ago? 1 hour ago. 6.5 magnitude earthquake has hit central Idaho. Quake was near around 70 miles from the epicenter.
Where is the supervolcano, supposedly?
Yellowstone, which is in that same general area.
Okay.
So yeah, it could be a supervolcano. And it could be that COVID-19 is just a cover
to hide the fact that the supervolcano is going on.
For a supervolcano.
They say it could be
which is being set off.
Not for the volcano, obviously.
When was the last time you heard of any kind of earthquake in the Midwest?
Utah, right? Salt Lake City, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. When the trumpet fell off of the Mormon church over there. The trumpet fell out of the trumpet of the angels, of the saints.
Oh my! That is perfect. That is You know, that thing is like made of solid gold.
Yeah. Yep.
The temple. That is. That should be a sign from God right there.
Yeah. I think this is all. If we're going to go with Mother Nature being responsible for this, it ain't just Mother Nature. If you believe in God, some people do, some people don't. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't sit there and look down on anybody for what they believe or don't believe in.
Oh, we don't need a disclaimer.
Okay.
There are Christians and there are heathens. Pick your side, damn it.
I'm a Christian heathen. It can be both. I guess it just depends on what you believe in.
Yeah.
Is this part of God's plan? Is this part of the? Everyone's like, like you said before, Frosty. You look at it this way: is that we've been thinking about this, talking about this for years. And like you said, you don't think this is the one, and it may not be the one. I mean, it may not be. Well, could be. I think things are coming in waves. This is the first wave. There's more coming. There's no way. There's more definitely this year.
Are you talking about like an apocalyptic type of biblical type of thing?
Put it this way.
In times.
You got a comet coming in April that's going to be as bright as the moon in the nighttime sky.
That's gonna be badass.
All right. That could be considered your harbinger right there.
Okay.
All right. If by some chance we get pelted, if we are going into a debris field and we are going to start getting pelted with meteors and asteroids, that's another problem right there. That's something else. Something coming out of the sky and causing damage.
Yeah.
Dude, there was another earthquake.
Where?
In France.
Yeah. We don't care about France.
It said it happened. It was centered right at one of the country's largest cheese manufacturers. It said there was debris everywhere.
Oh jeez.
Oh Jesus.
How long were you thinking of this one?
He just said it. So It's about 30 seconds. I've always got one on deck, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's true, Agent. Flu's been around for a long time. COVID-19 is new, and they're just not familiar with it.
Yeah, it's really cool about this thing. It's like, they say, kids are supposed to be resilient, have some resilience against this.
Yeah.
What is it with this thing? I mean, in all honesty, no one's ever seen this thing before. No one knows what this thing is going. No one has an idea what this thing is totally about yet. Yeah, they're working on it. They're finding out things every day. But what if it was taking out the elderly, taking out the frail? And then you got even now the 20-year-old, 30-year-old, whatever. If somebody's got a pre-existing condition, they can be in danger. But now you got the children. So children aren't really supposed to get affected. Now, is this thing just going to leave their body? Is this thing maybe going to stay with them as they get older and screw them up as they get older?
Well, that's possible. Or it may be an immunity that they need later in life.
Maybe.
I'm just going to sit here and look at the door while you hold it open for me. Fucking cats.
I don't know. It's definitely a messed up situation. I don't know which way you look at it.
Yeah, and you were talking earlier about kind of perspective, and you can apply whatever belief that you hold. Like maybe this is end times for those types of believers. Maybe this is the whatever for the conspiracy theorists. Like everybody's got their own way that it could be spun to fit their belief system.
True.
It could go either way. It could be natural. It could be man-made. And if it is man-made, it could fit, China is trying to attack us or whatever. There's so many different possibilities, and it could fit so many different idealisms.
Or it could be man-made to fit the things they're saying in the Bible, because if you look at what the Bible says,
that too.
Yeah. You look what's going on now. You can draw a line pretty much from A to B without skipping a beat.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're really seeing. You go grab Revelation, go to the Bible, grab Revelations, and just read it, and take in mind what's going on these days. And whoa, that's eye-opening. If your eyes haven't already been open to it, And the thing is that if the thing is right, if that book is right, and if there is a timeline, then according to that timeline, we have a lot further to go.
Oh yeah,
we have further to go before we hit.
Yeah.
The end.
All of us will be long dead before it's even over.
Exactly.
Jason, let me know if you'd like to partake in this kind of discussion. I can send you a link, no problem. In Darkness, they're talking about getting a Theory of Blind Man hoodies, I guess. And In Darkness says, I'm gonna charge my socks on carpet and force shock people when I get mine. We were just talking about.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Brother Darkness. Oh, I hope my mic didn't pick that up.
Yeah, your mic picked that up. Thank
you. Did it?
Yeah.
And it feels good though.
Agency says
had McDonald's for lunch.
Oof.
This virus came about because her kids wished they wanted to be homeschooled.
Oh. So you did this to us. So did I hear new names, Whistler?
Earth Magic.
Or new to me?
Earth Magic 7 is actually another. She's been in before under Rhonda.
Earth Magic 7?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that name, but it is my pleasure. This is a woman.
And then Agent hashtag Z%. And still no standing. We gotta get. We
just say Agent Z. Is that cool?
Hashtag Z%. Yeah, Agent Z, whatever.
Agent Z. That's way easier to say.
It's like Agent C, but not
secret.
Agent Z.
Asian man.
The thigh shot. And she actually has a blow dart, so it fits the vision. That I
had. I'm sorry, I'm running credit checks, and when somebody comes back, like, legit, I get really excited. I'm sorry.
You're putting credit checks over there?
Oh, I was going to say that.
Just for ID verification, but yeah.
Why the hell do you guys do that? Why don't you just guys do your social security verification?
Yeah.
Because that's how you because if it doesn't come back, and then I gotta go through fucking, I'm not gonna talk about, I can't talk about it. These are trade secrets, you fuck.
This is top secret information.
Yes, secret Asian man.
Secret Asian man, is that what you said?
Yeah, that's the song.
Secret Asian
at
man?
7:20.
Yeah.
What kind of racist?
Have you not heard that song?
Secret Asian or agent?
Hey.
Asian.
Jason,
Secret
text me the link to your
Asian man. Secret.
You guys want to watch some Raiders stuff by any chance? Because Jason's going to go. Did I tell you? Did you guys hear that Jason is doing Raiders sports talk for another YouTube channel?
Oh, I thought you meant of the Lost Ark. But yeah, that's cool too.
That's cool.
At least have it in the background. Just show him some support.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I can't look. I'm like, I gotta stay locked to my screen here, but yeah.
It really
for you, Jason. Fucking right, man. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, not much sports.
Sorry, I didn't know that, or I would have offered congratulations earlier, because that's awesome. That's fucking... That's a well-known football franchise.
Yeah, now they're in Vegas. In V.
Not like those freaks in Jacksonville.
Yeah, we just don't mention that state. It should just fall off, right?
That's what I'm saying. Just cut it off, load it down to Cuba, say we're sorry about the missile crisis, and all is forgiven. Bye, Felicia.
Florida, that little thing hanging off the right side of the United States is like an appendage that is just a nuisance. Kind of like an overgrown tailbone. You just want to, cauterize it, cut it off, and then cauterize it, and then let it float down the river so the minnows can eat it.
Oh, that's where all the dummies went down for the spring break to go, I don't care if I get coronavirus. I've been hanging out. We've been thinking about this for 2 or 3 months now.
Cut off the appendage now.
Doing our fun. Okay,
Exactly. And that's why we should...
Fucking stupid prick.
We lost the opportunity. Before they all came back, we should have just fucking let them... We should have cut it off then.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But did you see the videos of those kids on that beach back then? A couple weeks when they were down there, the last week?
Oh, yeah, of course, though.
The whole fucking beach. Hey, guys, it's a virus.
Dude, that's what fucking Matunic looked like last week.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Because they got idiots down there. Those idiots come from all over the country. Up here, we have...
That's it.
And these idiots come from fucking New York, some of them.
Agent Z hashtag nailed it. She says Florida is the dingleberry of the United States.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I mean, not the dingleberry. I was thinking like a Klingon type of dingleberry, that little shit nodule that holds onto your ass hair and you can't get it off.
That's a dingleberry.
Yeah, okay.
You are correct. I've always thought of it as America's taint.
That too.
Talking about a lot of taint related.
Let me see if I can find Jason's channel.
Topics and items.
What? Your taint?
Not mine.
American taint?
Hope not.
A plurality of taint.
That's the taint. America's asshole would be someone like, I don't know, fucking Nancy Pelosi. That's America's asshole.
America's asshole is the president.
Yeah. Sure.
Jeez. Let's try
See, that's the thing, is like, and that's I think why a lot of people like Trump. Because yeah, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole. It's like your lawyer. You want your lawyer to be an asshole. You just want him to be an asshole to other people and their lawyers.
You know what I mean? Going to be in charge. Here's the thing. He does what every CEO of a business does. You own the business. It's your business to own.
What the fuck is this?
You're the CEO. But what do you do as a CEO? If you have a business, you know some things about the business, but you don't know all the things about the business. What is your job as CEO to do? To go out and get people that know what the fuck is going on in that certain part of that business, bring them into your business, and make them an officer of the company.
Well, and he's had interesting appointments. All right, now take Dr. Ben Carson, right?
He should have been
housing and urban development. Why people question that choice, right? Because Ben Carson's a medical doctor.
Yeah, he should have been.
He's not. Okay, it's the first time in fucking the history of this country that we've had a director of HUD that's lived in public housing. It's the first fucking time. And it kind of seems like, doesn't it kind of seem like, oh, why didn't we try that before? Why didn't we go for that perspective before? It doesn't always make sense to me. Fuck you, that's not what I wanted to do, and you know it. Stupid ass screen. It's the last one I'm doing today. Fucking had it. He might have been
good for HUD because he lived in public housing. But think about where is his expertise? Where would it be more useful? As the HUD director or as Surgeon General?
I don't know. I've never met the man.
Surgeon General today comes on and tells you, well, people, CDC says we want people should be wearing masks all the time. Well, here comes the Surgeon General.
The CDC says that every year.
Well, then when he comes out and goes, well, we can't. People don't know how to put their masks on correctly. All right, so fucking, you know what you do? Get some instructions. Put a fucking YouTube video. People watch YouTube all the time. There's a video on how to put a mask on. Save your fucking life. Don't be an asshole. I mean, shit. But it's like, someone like Ben Carson that is a medical doctor, a very smart doctor, obviously be a neurosurgeon. It's not the same as being a guy that's going to sit there and tickle someone's feet all day long. Okay? So the guy's going to have a pretty good freaking head on his shoulders. That expertise might be doing us really good right now if he was Surgeon General.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Him being the HUD director and him being in public housing before does give that dynamic of, hey, he's been in it. He knows what it's like. He's been in the system, So, but the thing is, the system has also changed a lot in the time when he lived there to what it is now. I got a friend that's a HUD director for a state housing agency. A HUD inspector. Then he went to a Section 8 inspector. And he could tell you all about that shit and how messed up that whole thing is.
It's a total scam. Total scam.
Just saying.
It's horrible. That's why someone like him, he would be more, I think he would have been better directed. Either that or Health and Human Services. One or the other.
Yeah.
He would have been better directed. He would have been better off. Where's that freaking guy that's been Health and Human Services director anyway lately? Azar? I haven't even seen him around lately.
Who is he?
He's like the Health and Human Services director.
No, I know, but what's his name?
Azar.
Oh, I don't even know him.
He was first on that task force. I haven't seen him.
He's probably social distancing.
Maybe he's sick. Maybe he has it. Jesus.
He could. I am redoing the board. I'll have the beer virus best new phrases up. Already got a few.
This cat's driving me nuts.
How about with a shipment of coronavirus tests that came into Los Angeles and Boston? Where they come from? I think it was Italy. They said that she came in and they were all no good. They were fake.
Were they fake?
They were. They just didn't. They didn't have what they were supposed to have. Swabs and all that shit. Just didn't have what they're supposed to have. They were fake. Whoever got them, they got scammed. It was a joke. Listen, we are the United States of America. We go out and help everybody else, but when we need help, everybody's like, "Hey, fuck you!" They don't want to help us. You want to we'll give you some. We'll give you some. We'll give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But when who's the first one there? America, United States, right there. We're ready to help everybody out. We need help. Take a back seat.
It's the inner city's children's fault.
That could be it.
No, you're not wrong.
Little bastards. But yeah, strange times we're living in. That's all I can say about it.
Hey, awesome. You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it sucks because you know what? It's like that's one thing I look at with the whole distance learning thing for the kids. Like the older kids can deal with it, whatever. These younger kids, like grade school kids, it sucks for them because their whole world was going to go to school, go and hang out with their friends.
The socializing too. It's all about socializing at that age. They gotta socialize. That's part of
that's the
adulting.
Problem.
Fuck that. You end up with a bunch of socialists.
Yeah. But what do you do though? Like now, they sent me a survey in the email today from the school. What do you think is the disadvantage of distance learning? I put right on there. The lack of socialization.
Yeah.
I mean,
you should have put he's a pain in my ass.
He's done pretty good. He doesn't bother me. I'm working. You don't come up and bother me. He tells me he wants lunch or something, but he's not like up my ass the whole time I'm working. He's actually pretty good with it. I gotta say, the kid's actually doing what he's supposed to do, which I'm proud of that. I'll go on record for saying. But yeah, what do you do now? Like, we until about 2 weeks before all this happened, going to birthday parties. We're supposed to have the father and son day out, or one of the I think it was Dave and Buster's or something. That got totally destroyed. That happening. I mean, obviously, so I wouldn't take him even if it was. I just don't want to. If this wasn't happening, I would have taken him. But with this happening, if they decide they still wanted to have it, I wouldn't take him because it just obviously you would have been exposing them to it. But everything's closed and nothing's going on, so you don't have to worry about it. But the problem is, there goes the socialization, and then it's
bad enough that we have to worry about
out of the house.
Yeah, it's bad enough that most people, including teenagers, young adults, even middle school and younger, grade school, they're stuck in the digital world. Like, they get iPads for school. They're learning on these devices, and they're already at a disadvantage of being socially awkward because they're so used to these handheld devices. They'd rather be on those anyway. Now you're going to take away the whole going to school aspect of it as well. That's just...
I mean, I get it. I get why. I get it.
Well, no doubt.
I get it's for safety. I get it. I totally get it. But we have to go back to normal.
Right.
We have to. There's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. That there is going to be some sense of normality going on at some point here.
Yeah.
This just sucks. I mean, we're going to be locked in. As of some states are looking at June. It's going to be a fucking very long 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
If things get worse, things are going to close even more. Here's the problem you're going to see. Like a buddy of mine was saying it. People are out of work. Businesses are closing. Small businesses are closing. People that put their whole life into these businesses, those businesses are now gone.
Yeah, just a matter of weeks.
They're not coming back. Bye. Out of here. It's gone. And these people, you're going to start seeing people killing themselves. No doubt about it. You're going to see people shooting themselves, hanging themselves, whatever it's going to be. People, they're not going to have the money to take care. They're going to fall behind. The whole life savings, putting everything into that business that they love so much that was going to make a big, and make them a lot of money. That thing's gone. Family's going to eat. freaking bills are going to get paid. Yeah, they're going to suspend things. They're going to suspend mortgage payments and credit card payments for 3 or 4 months. This is going to be a lot longer than 3 or 4 months, even when we come out of this.
And they're just going to tack it on to the end of your
contract anyway. It's forbearance.
Yep.
Yeah. But, as long as they don't, back your credit and say, hey, you didn't make your payment, we'll put it back to the end of we'll put it back to the back of the balance and give you a forbearance agreement. That's fine.
Yeah.
But as long as they don't say the person's late on their credit, because then you go, so you may not lose your home, but your credit's still fucked. Or your credit's going to be fucked. So people are, I'm not exactly sure how they're working that. I might be totally off on that. They may not be, we haven't even touched on that at my job to know what the hell's going on with that. We just know that if people are not working, they were applying for a loan, they're not getting their loan until they go back to work.
Right. Yeah.
If you're going to buy a house, 2 weeks, well, if you got, chances are you're not buying that house because the seller's not going to wait for you to go back to work.
Nope.
No, that's an excellent point.
If it's obvious. So, come on, think about it. You have to be working to buy a house. You have to have income to buy a house to pay the mortgage. So if you don't have a source of income, you're not getting a mortgage. If that was the case, they would let any unemployed bum in to get a house. Hey, you want a $300,000 house? Oh, you're not working? No problem. Here you go. Move on in. Here's the keys.
Yeah, they tried that. They tried that, remember? In like 2007. Yeah. Didn't work well.
Hey, you got a janitor over here. He makes $25,000 a year. Oh, but they can make up to 80. We'll just say he makes 80, no problem. Give him a mortgage. He makes $80,000 a year. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. Don't worry about it. You're good. Next. Didn't matter. Everybody wanted to make their numbers. Every loan officer back then, every bank, they wanted to get their money. That's how it worked out.
Yeah.
That totally screwed everything up.
In Darkness asks this question of us: how or when? Yeah, how does a pandemic override the Constitution?
It doesn't. What they did was pass laws.
They passed laws that
basically they passed a bunch of laws that are unconstitutional, and then the excuse that they usually use is, well, the founding fathers didn't see this, like the Black Plague wasn't common knowledge back then or something.
No, but they did though. Remember, like I said, when they wrote the Constitution, they didn't put not for a plague, but for an invasion. Any type of mass civil unrest, rebellion, or invasion. Well, when you declare war on a virus, you're pretty much saying it's an invader. So if this is an invisible enemy that's an invader, it's coming into our country, that's how you're able to say, all right, well, we can suspend habeas corpus, because it says right here. I actually found a part of it that said it.
Yeah.
So it's right on there. Habeas corpus will be suspended. Right? Where is it? So I was actually going back and forth with a buddy of mine with this thing. And he said, we were talking about it, and I pulled it up. There are 3 specific exceptions.
Nope, I lost you, bud.
What happened?
You're gone.
Who's gone?
You can't hear us? All right, I'm going to kick him.
All right. It says right here.
You're fucking gonzo, buddy.
All right, be quiet. See you later. We'll come back in a few minutes. Come back. hang up and come back.
Kick.
Bye.
All right, bye.
There are 3 specific exceptions. Well, exceptions to the general rules for emergency situations. There are 3 specific exceptions of this sort in the text. 2 relating to the individual rights, and the 3rd relating to the powers of the states vis-a-vis the national government. First, the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus, permitting a person to obtain judicial review of the validity of his detention, was ordered, cannot be suspended unless, when in cases of rebellion or invasion, the public safety may require it. That's it right there.
Yeah, but that statement in its full context is clearly talking about a physical body of rebellion or invasion.
Physical body of rebellion or invasion. How technical do you want to take it? Because a virus is a physical being.
Well, humans, physical human beings.
When he declared war on it and called it an invisible enemy, the only way I can see it could be, well, one way I can see it could be interpreted, and I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's the way that they can turn it and say, hey, it's an invasion.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what they are doing for sure.
That's what they're doing. Is it right? No, it isn't right. I'm not saying it's right.
I can't believe, I guess I can believe, but to me, that part of the Constitution specifically is very clear on what it and who it is talking about. It's not talking about an organism or virus, but yet that's how they're spinning it.
Not back then. Not back then. No. Back then,
it wouldn't even be written that way today. I mean, if they want to be able to include that, we have things called amendments. Pass a law for it.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like we said, we never knew. Well, yeah, but to change to do something like that, you have to call it a constitutional convention, right?
Right.
You're not going to get that now.
No.
Definitely not now. But when this thing is cleared up, when this thing is over, because what's going to hang on? How is this? Obviously, we're in the over here in this country. We're in the beginning stages of this.
Yeah.
As this thing goes through New York, New Orleans, Detroit, they're the next ones up. Because you can already see New Orleans is a hotbed with everything going on over there.
Yeah.
They already said they're ready. They're going to be hitting their numbers pretty soon.
Yeah.
And Detroit's getting hammered too. Things are going to move around. Obviously, the West Coast already had, they're getting through theirs. They're starting to see numbers actually come down a little bit. Over here in New York, it still hasn't peaked yet, so it's going up, and it's getting worse every day. But eventually, before it gets better, it's going to get worse.
Right.
When this thing peaks and they slow the curve, or flatten the curve, I should say, things will get better. But it's going to be, like Trump said, it's going to be a very tough, a very painful next 2 weeks because we're going to lose a lot of people.
Well, yeah.
We will lose. 100,000, 200,000 people, but still, when you lose all those in the flu season, if you lose 20,000 people in the flu season, say 12,000 people in the flu season, you're losing those people from what? Say November, December, up to like March or April.
Nah, nowadays it's year round.
So it's year round, okay. So,
but yeah, primarily during those times.
Yeah, during those times during the flu season. But this over here, we're going to lose this amount of people in a very short amount of time.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about how fast it progressed.
Yeah. So obviously when this thing is done, and we're going to learn from this because obviously we have to.
Yeah.
Things like this, things like that, how are they next time going to address being able to keep everybody in line? That's
the big fucking question of the day, isn't it?
I can't remember if it was.
How are they going to keep everybody in line?
They can't. They're failing because people are still going out. People are still doing this shit.
Well, and how much? All right. So for those who are not doing that, how much are we going to allow the rights of those who are to be infringed on? Because it becomes this thing of, well, it's not happening to me, so who gives a shit? True? Not true.
Well, I mean, it's both. I mean, yeah, it's not happening to you, but if you catch it, it's happening to you. And then what you're doing is if you're out there, out and about, you do have this freaking thing, then now you become a hazard. You're a walking hazard. Because now anyway.
You're a hazard.
Huh?
I said, you're a hazard.
You're a hazard.
You're a biohazard.
You're
a fucking fire hazard. How's that? See you talking like that in front of a baby.
What happened? Oh, Goo Gaga. Yeah, whatever they're going to do after this is just going to be. They're definitely going to come up with ways to figure out how they're going to be able to keep everybody in order. Because it's not whatever they're doing now, and the laws that are in place right now, they really have no start stretching going off laws over 200 years old and trying to interpret them the way they want to interpret them. And that's how they're able to do what they're doing right now. But eventually it's going to get challenged, and it's going to get to, and whatever they did, whatever they're doing, you would hope that's going to get put to an end at some point. You would think. Someone's going to say, challenge it, say, you can't be doing this. But if they go martial law, then all bets are off.
Well, I mean, if it's to keep the majority of the people safe, then that's what we would need to have, Constitution or not. That's just flat out.
But then you have people like, you have, all the patriots out there, oh, you're a bootlicker or you're a sheep if you sit there and want to give up your rights for safety. Okay, well, our Second Amendment right is for our safety, to keep us safe. Yeah, back then it was to keep us safe from, invaders coming in from another country.
Also bears.
Yes, bears. Don't forget the bears.
There were a lot more bears back then.
There were more bears too, yeah. So you had bears and you had redcoats. Right?
Don't forget serious. Come on, Ed.
The wild hogs.
Huh?
Wild hogs too.
Get wild hogs.
Yes, that's right. I will shoot fucking John Travolta if I see that motherfucker anywhere near me. And Martin Lawrence. He's on shaky ground too.
But yeah, they're definitely not.
William H. Macy.
It's gonna be they're definitely gonna be coming up with things. And definitely the next time this happens, God forbid, I hope it's not for another 100, 200 years. But if it happened again, you know damn well they're gonna be better. Smoke another one.
It's about setting a precedent.
Yeah, this is gonna be setting a precedent for generations.
Well, do we evolve or not?
Not. I don't believe in evolution. You know this.
Take your hand, stick it down your pants, and feel a little tailbone coming out your ass and tell me you don't believe in evolution.
Okay? Just did. I actually put a thumb in, and I don't believe in evolution. So how you like me now? That proves absolutely nothing. That proves absolutely nothing. First of all, I don't have a nub for a tail. So it doesn't, that's not proof. How?
Yes, it is.
How?
Evolution? That's not proof of evolution. A tail that we no longer have.
Before. He doesn't want to hear it.
You're showing me something that's not there as proof.
That it used to be there, and you can track through DNA and genetics that it used to be there. And the codes get turned off once we don't need them anymore.
Okay. And it's not possible that it was created as a dormant strain. The bottom line is
no, stop. You're now conflating two issues. Another red herring. What I'm not saying God does not exist.
Shut up!
I'm not saying God doesn't exist. I'm just saying evolution is true. It doesn't matter if God started it or not. It could be the same thing. I don't believe the earth is 6,000 years old. I don't think just like poof, magically God farted and Adam and Eve were there either.
No, you believe that once upon a time there was nothing, and somehow nothing ignited and exploded and became everything. That's more plausible than a benevolent creator named Yah.
Well, when you say you believe, are you saying that to me directly? Or are you just saying that in general?
I don't know if you believe that, or if you're just stating a belief that is held.
I didn't state that at all, actually.
Okay.
Did I say I believe in the Big Bang that came from nothing? I didn't mention anything about that. I just
well, no. But what is God farting?
That's exactly what I was saying. It's not like God farted and poof, Adam and Eve were right there. I don't believe that. I just said I don't believe that.
Right, but Adam, the creation of Adam and Eve is not the Big Bang.
And it didn't happen in 6 or 7 days either.
How do you know?
How do you know? There's no proof of it except for your fucking written book.
Oh, it's not my book.
You're following something that some dude wrote 2,000 years ago or more.
So?
So, there we go. That's conversation. So? Oh man, I have no idea about Canadian constitutional stuff, dude. That Maddie would be way more knowledgeable than I would.
I don't know anything about Canada myself. So
Canadian Constitution?
Well,
have a beer and some maple syrup and hit the fucking high road. A Molson and some fucking dark amber. See you later. Head for fucking Alberta.
He says he's working on constitutional conventions in Canada.
Do you know that their prime minister still swears an oath to the Queen of England? That's true.
Well,
Justin Trudeau, when he took office, had to swear an oath
Here he is.
to her royal wrinkleness.
They're still under Parliament from England.
Yeah.
So is Australia.
Yep. A lot of places are.
And then he says, totally erasing that question in 5 minutes, LOL.
Bring none of that Canadian bullshit here.
In Darkness
This is America, damn it. It was created in 6 days.
And Darkness says, Whistler, America is the model that I am using. And you know what? I think it's something like 70 or more % of countries across the world use our constitution as their model.
Hey, Yukon Cornelius, what's going on over there? You look like Yukon Cornelius over there with that beard and that hat on.
Fucking cold down here.
Huh?
This is fucking cold down here.
Yeah, someone who's actually in the basement, by the way.
Dude, stop moving the damn thing around so much. I'm getting fucking dizzy.
Ooh, Agent Z says opiates were widely used during the time the Bible was written.
That explains it.
Right?
Don't get up. Light him up.
You guys, okay, there's who was it? I think it's Jan Irvin or something like that. Talks about how Jesus is actually symbolic for the magic mushroom. And it's actually a really interesting spin to the whole story. It's kind of funny. But like I was saying earlier about perspective, how you can make anything fit your belief structure. It's just funny.
That's true.
Gnostic Media. That's it. Gnostic Media.
Hey, I'm about to get up out of here, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, what time is it?
Wow, 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot on out too. It's gonna be. I gotta make sure my son gets his ass to bed. Well, I guess he has school in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys
All
for
right,
coming
guys.
on. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Anytime.
You guys want to come on for
everybody.
Fridays thingy?
Yeah, send me a link. I'll be there.
Okay, cool. I think it'd be kind of cool if we have different guests coming in every other Friday and have like these competitions going on. So it'd be really cool.
I can dig it.
Awesome.
All right.
Alrighty.
Have a good night. Stay safe.
You too, man. Thanks for coming on, you guys.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Later.
Later.
Alrighty, everybody in the chat. Thanks for watching again, and thank you guys. Let's see, Agent Z and In Darkness, for purchasing your Theory of Blind Man gear. Much appreciated. Link is scrolling across the ticker right now. You can go to theoryofblindman.com/shop. You got some music here and your chance to say goodbye in the chat. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.
Woo-hoo!